Very exciting. Coming to the stage right now. Big warm round of applause for my buddy, Ted Hamza.
What is going on, Oklahoma City? Keep it going for the most recent graduates of Corey's comedy class. I have done a lot of very hard things in my life, and when I did his class earlier this year, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. So thank you for coming out and supporting them. They all have huge huevos to be able to get up here and do it. But yeah, no, I've been doing comedy for a little while. I'm really enjoying it. It's a great outlet. Everybody recovered from the election. Things were getting pretty wound up there for a couple of weeks. Now everyone's worried about cabinet appointments and stuff. So RFK Jr. is talking about going after big pharma. I kind of think pharmaceutical companies are unfairly taking it on the shins a little bit these days. You know, there is the whole opioid epidemic, and you know, the vaccine doesn't seem like it went that seamlessly. They say they spend 3 times more on advertising and research and development. They've completely corrupted legacy media. But pharmaceutical companies still change lives. I'll give you an example. You look like a strong, young, virile individual. Have you ever suffered from erectile dysfunction? No? You never once had a time where you were trying to get an erection and you just couldn't. Are you guys a couple? Man, what's your name? I'll take it out of your hands. Together, fellas. Can you just answer yes or no? Have you ever suffered erectile dysfunction? Ladies, I'll tell you a secret. There's 2 types of guys in the world. Guys that have suffered erectile dysfunction are willing to admit it, and fucking liars. It's disconcerting, isn't it? Well, a banner ad did the same thing to me 3 or 4 years ago. Have you ever suffered erectile dysfunction? I go, no. I said, really? Ever wanted to get a boner and not been able to get a boner? Couple clicks, quick pay, all of a sudden I'm getting a pack of on-demand boner candy every month. And I was embarrassed about it, so I just started stuffing it into a drawer for a couple of years. Just had packs and packs of candy. And then I tried them. They're delicious. They taste exactly like sweet carts. So I started eating them. My wife's getting exhausted. She's like, dude, you're walking around with one all the time. And I figured out, and I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong, I've realized that my personal policy on boners is identical to my personal policy on guns. It's always better to have them and not need it. And to need it, and not have it. Is there anything worse than needing one and not having it? She's looking at you. Babe, it's not about you, okay? It's nothing you did. I thought about my grandma's feet. You gotta give me some time. You gotta keep it oiled and well maintained. You don't want to pull it out, rusty, gunky. You gotta practice with it. You don't want to have the moment of truth come and pull it half-cocked. You got to treat everyone that it's like it's loaded. Have barrel discipline. God damn, I shot Marvin in the face. You can carry them in public. It might make some people uncomfortable, but it's still legal. The right to bear arms and the right to wield boners is under constant attack. You probably shouldn't walk into a school with one. But for some reason, you can bring them into church. You never know what's going to happen in church. You don't want to play with it drunk. That's how accidents happen. You got to keep it safe and secure. Can you imagine trying to explain a child to playing with it? If you use it on your parents, it's pretty much a rule you got to kill yourself. And if you ever find me with one in my mouth, just say we don't know. But if Bobby Kennedy wants to come and take my boner sweet tarts, he can come and take it. He can come and take it out of my cold, dead hand. I'm Ted Hands. Thank you guys very much.
Ted Hands, everybody, keep going for Ted.